Stepping through is Gillette up towards the halfway line, dragged down from behind by Craig Teven. I've got a line up to the right-hand side. Through the pass, accepting it was Webber. Dunley on the left foot. Campbell is in good position. He'll take it just in front of his 10-metre line. He's looking to step, isn't he?
Certainly is very elusive, very good on his feet, this young player Campbell. But we have an interesting matchup just early in the game on this side nearest to us, Eric. We've got the stepper in Jason Webber, the elusive runner, against the big, robust player of the Graham Mackay. It's going to be an interesting tussle between these two throughout the night.
Swing it to the open side. Through Thorburn and up towards the halfway line. The charges come. Teven will go to the air on the last. Nevin in good position, takes it 25 metres out from his own line.
But another poor kick, Eric. I think it only went about 15 metres on the fly. Both sides seem to be struggling with the kicking games. They want to improve that.
I think it's specifically Chris Bombolis, the Gold Coast Chargers, their final play options haven't been good.
Yeah, certainly they're rushing into it, and here's a penalty coming up to the Tigers. They'll enjoy that one and get good field position. Unfortunately, both sides are guilty of that, Eric, where they're doing the hard yards early, they're getting the groundwork done, and then on the final tackle, the play just breaks down.
Yeah, it was good to see him give a penalty, actually. Look, he could have given it either way in the last set of 6 for both sides. I just hope he's consistent in that area and keeps them back. Stop warning them, act and do what you're supposed to do, give the penalty.
At pace, here comes Leavar. Over the 30-metre line. McPherson, he puts down the toe, gets the football back. Picked up nicely. Just 15 metres away from the Gold Coast line now as Adam Nabel. Nevin into the line. A fancy Jenkins step and he's dragged down just 5 metres out from the line. The Tigers hot on attack. They can go either way. They swing it to the left, but Gillette inside from McPherson, taken high. Quick play the ball. Stepping straight through is Nabel. Held up just a metre away from the line. Last tackle Balmain. Through McPherson's hands. Dunley will go to the air. Webber's out there. It's come off the Gold Coast.
Accidental offside, we'll have a goal line dropout.
Very good ruling.
Put it better myself.
Very good ruling. Good set play there by the Tigers, coming back up the middle from one side to the other. Hit Never nearly got through there. Then they set for that final play there, put a nice kick. Had 3 blokes there, 3 on 2, contested the bomb. Unfortunate not to come up, but for the Gold Coast, good to set defensively, and it's good that they got control of the ball at the end there, but they're going to be under some pressure now.
A repeat set of 6 is precisely what the Tigers wanted. It'll be Graham Mackay who will attempt to kick this one long. It's taken on the halfway line by Hudson Smith, who works up ahead of steam. And he's tackled just inside the 30-metre line, Gold Coast territory. Nabel goes to the blind side, where he finds Stimson, who's pushed on his back, and he's lost the ball. Great defence from the Coast.
Very good defence, but bad ball control there by Stimson. Yeah, just trying to wrestle there. It was a fair enough call there. Just unfortunately, he didn't have control of the ball. It was a good opportunity missed there by the Tigers.
I think they were both a little guilty in that tackle. Stimson for allowing it to be jostled from his hand, and Teven, I think,
With me.
for getting away with it. So the Coast with possession on the 40-metre line. Still no score, coming up to 16 minutes gone here at Carrara. O'Brien was met front on by McPherson, and they're trying to keep the ball alive, the Coast. But the Tigers have come up with a turnover.
Good defence there by the Tigers. They rushed off the line there. McPherson put a nice good hit on. The person in possession fumbled the ball. They put a lot of pressure on Teven, who was trying to scramble the ball. It was great defensive work there by the Tigers.
The Gold Coast really, that's where it's cost them so far in the match. Craig Teven, a former crusher, as the replacements are called for by Wayne Pearce, coming on as Duckworth and Shane Walker. Duckworth straight to the back of the scrum. And Dunley to feed. They switch it to the left-hand side, where Gillette awaits and goes straight through the gap. Here goes Michael Gillette. Will he need anyone else? No, he won't. pace, he out-sprinted everyone.
Yeah, great work there by Michael Gillette. He scored a similar try a couple of weeks ago against the Storm. He gets the ball here on the short side. He gets across the paddock. He holds the ball out in two arms. Just a blatant missed tackle there by Preston Campbell. Showed a good pair of heels. That's exactly what the Tigers needed. Good start for them, and it all came back from a good defensive set from him.
Just pins back his ears. Former Parramatta junior. And he crosses for his 4th try of the year. You can see here, Preston Campbell it was who went high. Teevan had no chance. He had Bubba Kennedy on his outside, screaming for the pass, which never came and wasn't needed anyway.
It was a good little job there by Bubba Kennedy. No praise for it, but he kept running his line. Mackay had to stay on him, and then all of a sudden Gillette showed a clean pair of heels to get on the side of Campbell. He went high, got thrown off, and it was a great try there from Michael Gillette.
So Shannon Nevin will attempt to add the extras, but already a significant statistic has been raised by the Gold Coast. They've just conceded their 400th point for the year. They came into this game with the worst defensive record in the competition, and they've now conceded 402 points for the year.
I don't think they'll be too proud of that, Eric.
That's more than twice as much as the best defensive team in the competition, and that's the Newcastle Knights. So questions being asked in the end goal as Shannon Nevin, who's kicked it around about 69% this year, fails to convert. So Balmain now leading the Gold Coast by 4 points to 0.
But he's always going to be dangerous, Gillette. He holds the ball out in two hands. Bubba Kennedy ran a very good line there, nearly stumbled, but a clean pair of heels. That's the sort of running that Wayne Pearce wants from this fella, running north to south, and a very, very good try, good start to the Tigers.
The restart from Mackay. And straight back at them they come. But you have to think, Chris Bombolis, that if Balmain are going to be able to score those sorts of tries from set moves, Gold Coast could be in for all sorts of trouble this evening.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that after I tipped the Chargers. Yes, that was simple one-on-one defence, and Gillette, pardon the pun, sliced straight through it, sharp, and like a razor he was as he zipped through it. And the Gold Coast, they are guilty of too many handling errors. At 4-1, you cannot afford to give any team that sort of possession.
Good hit up from Duckworth, taking play up over the halfway line. It comes back for Gillette as he placed his kick brilliantly. It's not too bad, is it? Preston Campbell goes back, takes on the line and is dragged down from behind in the desperate defence of Webber.
It's a very good set of six from Balmain there. It's exactly what you want after a try.
Russell it is, who'll play it on the 20 for Goddard. No way through there. Good handoff for Tom O'Reilly. He comes out towards the touchline, but he won't find any support out there. He plays it now for Teevan. Chris Nahi is on the field with his first touch of the football. Tackled on the 40-metre line by McPherson. Goddard. This is Sattler. Last tackle for the Chargers. A quarter of the match gone. They trail by 4. Nevin. This is Dunley. Trying to keep the ball alive and showing some good hands as well as Webber gets around his man. Finally brought to the ground by O'Reilly on the 40-metre line, but good ground made by the Tigers on the first tackle. Trying to offload was Hudson Smith, but he'll take the tackle. In fact, he'll attract the penalty.
That's what they didn't need. They didn't need a cheap penalty for that sort of reason. They know they can't do that. They know they can't get away with it, but players still insist on doing it. It could be very costly. It's going to give up good field position. Let's see what the Tigers can do now with the good field position. See if they've got a set play for us.
The penalty count at this stage. Short ball for McPherson. A suspicion that it might have been forward. Shane Walker. Straight through goes Walker. Look at that. They finally drag him down just 10 metres away from the line. Here's trouble for the Coast. They swing it to the right for Dunley. Here's O'Neill. Desperate Chargers defence. Straight through is Webber. Just centimetres away from the line. Dunley throws the short ball. And they've run out of tackles. Last tackle now for the Tigers. Dunley with a little kick through into the in goal. And again, what had been a promising move just fizzles out for Balmain.
Yeah, but what a step, what a run by Shane Walker, who's done it all year. It was unbelievable run, took on Scott Sattler, got right through his tackle, set up a nice possession for the ensuing plays, but it's just unfortunate that they couldn't, young Dunley couldn't get that kick through, or even the option to pass was on out wide.
This is Connolly. They met 14 rounds ago at Leichhardt, and the Tigers put 40 points on them. It's been a long road, sometimes torturous for both of these clubs since then. The Tigers, though, still have the benefit of being in the top 10. Milford puts it down.
That's his second bad error tonight, Eric, isn't it? First he ran out on the second tackle. Now, again on the second tackle, he's dropped a pretty easy ball there. It just puts the side under so much pressure. Now for the Coast, that's what they needed. They need a mistake like that to get some good field position. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Let's see if they can put on a set play here and put some pressure on the Tigers' defence.
Gee, everything Lalo Milford did last weekend turned to gold. This week it's all turning to rubbish. Got a feel for it. Here's O'Brien. Manages to get the offload. But no way through there for Jamie Goddard, who must be feeling tired after last night's effort. 30-something tackles against the Blues. Parsons will play at 15 metres away from the Tigers' line. Teven with the pass in behind for O'Reilly. Another good pass. They've got numbers out to the left-hand side, and again Shane Russell's ignored. So he goes in now to play the ball. Teven holds it up for Nahi, who's put on his back. Last tackle for the Chargers. Goddard with a little kick ahead. The Tigers have played at it and they've come up with it.
We'll have a scrum.
This is a good opportunity for the Gold Coast.
Last Ben. There he is, right there.
What a great hit by Adam Noble there. Here we go. Bang. Use the shoulders. Transferring the weight. Fantastic hit. Good chance for the Gold Coast now.
Perfect position for the Gold Coast. Their best opportunity of the match so far.
Way you go, Craig. Way you go. Shane, keep your foot down.
They swing it to the left-hand side. O'Reilly, the ball inside for Mackay. He steps through a couple. Dragged down just a metre away from the line. Goddard for Teven. But the Tigers straight up in the faces of the Gold Coast.
Yeah, you've got to keep him back.
This is Sattler. The long pass. Picked up Jason Nicol. Inside the final 10 metres they come. They juggle the football, does Jason Hudson. Fourth tackle now for the Gold Coast. And Jamie Goddard has come up with the error, which will cost his side a royal opportunity.
I told him just to play the ball. He's
it was unfortunate, wasn't it? Like, all he's worried about young Hudson here. Like, he wants to go on with it with, who is it, the number 13, Ben Duckworth. His first priority has got to play the ball. What happens afterwards? Happens afterwards. To play the ball, get a good ball to your captain and your dummy half. But it was a sloppy play of the ball. Bad mistake there by the Coast. They've given up a very good opportunity to try to